The Chinese bamboo requires sunlight, water, fertile soil, and nourishment on a daily basis, or it dies. It doesn't grow 1 inch for the first 5 years, but then grows to 90 feet over the next 5 weeks. Skill development is similar in that it's instant gratification versus the long-term payoff. So have patience and be sure to feed it every day.
Yo. Hi. Hybrid and true kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but what baby? It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this one fight, girl. I'm here to conquer, girl. In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get ready, big man titty. My people crazy, you better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati, spola pale wesi roga mama sita ufanya madem mwenye baki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunaband tuko party tunaband hii weekend tukendi yo hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha madem pako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh pako fiti weekend tunaban adi che wanja for the G top on the panty
Good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
There are no just this one-time events. Each chance you're faced with adversity, you're teaching yourself this is what we do when faced with a challenge. The hurdles only get bigger, so be willing to go through it now or to forever get further behind. Sometimes, to gain a winning edge, the slightest adjustments in your performance can lead to large improvements in your game. So watch for those small details in game film. Take seemingly trivial criticism to heart. And never settle with how solid things seem to be.
Yo,
Yo, what's up, y'all? Hey, how you guys doing, man? Hey, been watching a couple of podcasts, and again, I haven't been really watching them. I just watch highlights, and they have multiple people on them. I think that's so much more interesting. I cannot wait till we have some people. So what I want to do is I want to hire 3 people because I realize that I work way too hard and people can't keep up to me. So if I hire 3 people, they can do their own shows throughout the week on different days while being the backup to another person. They can each take two days off. So we would always have a host, an assistant host, and then a backup in case one of those guys can't show. And if ever it's one person, then they get paid double or whatever, right? And I want to do that because I think it would be cool because they would keep the momentum going, and each person would basically have their own show with their own layout. So they could have a different background, whatever, and I could easily do that with this whole machine. And then I think that would bring some energy to it. So you wouldn't have to be staring at my dome the whole time. You could have some cool people right here and that, and it would change every single day. And if anyone just had to do the main part of the show just twice a week, they could kill it because they would bring in so much energy, their own research stories maybe, and they would get paid well. So yeah, that's my plan. Where the humans at? John, you better have watched the Lakers game. I didn't watch the Lakers game. No, I didn't watch it. I was following along with it on ESPN. And that's actually my first thing that I was going to talk about. All right. I'm a Lakers fan, so, I did keep track of it. But it was pretty exciting. I was in a triple overtime game when I was in college. I know it's not all about me, but let me go and tell my story. Yo. All right. So, and it was against San Francisco. And this game was special because they were the local team within our own conference. What was it called? WCC. We had 7 teams in our conference, and the 2 closest ones were Santa Clara and San Francisco. So it was all 3 of us that were in the Bay Area. So anyways, before this game, one of my teammates stole something. So he got suspended for 2 games. And it happened to be these 2 games. We played San Francisco back-to-back. The first game I had almost I don't know, I had more than 10 points, I had 8 rebounds and 7 assists. I almost had a triple-double, which is pretty good for college. And then the second game, it went into triple overtime. And we wound up winning that game as well. And I remember my job was pretty easy. I'm just a point guard, right? And I was normally backup point guard, and I played small forward. So, I played the whole game, but it wasn't really my team. Except for these 2 games. It was my team. And I got to do things my way and ball handle I wanted to and give the ball to who I wanted to give it to. And of course I gave the ball to our best player, Daniel Kicker, duh. All right. And he was just going off, right? And I don't know, the game was on ESPN and stuff, and it was just real cool. And I remember them going underneath my screens because they were oh, he doesn't shoot. So I was oh, I don't care. So I kept pushing the screen down lower. And lower and lower. And basically it looked like this, all right? So they would go underneath my screens. And normally when they go underneath the screen, you just shoot a 3. I just didn't want to shoot it. I could have, but I just thought it wasn't a great shot. So I just opted to do this instead. On national television, all right? I was on this side. Let's just call me the point guard, all right? And I have the ball right here. And I have the guy guarding me. Where's a guarder for the point guard? Right there. And then I had a person screening for me. All right, and then a person guarding him. All right, everyone else is whoever. All right, so they try to go underneath my screen and just back up. And I was like, nah, I don't like that. So I told them go lower. And then they would still go under. And I'm like, go lower. And then they would still go under because their coach told them to go under the screen. So I was like, whoa. How far would they take this? So I was like, go lower. And this is 20 seconds holding the ball, okay? And I'm just I wonder how far he'll go. And again, we're on ESPN. So it got pretty funny at this point. And they still went under. I was like, go lower. And then he finally was on the screen. And then I just went like this, and I dribbled, and I shot a shot from the elbow, and I made it. And I was like, are they going to keep doing this? This is really strange. I can make a 10-foot shot. So they did it a few times, and I made it like twice, and then they started going over my screens. So I thought it was a pretty cool lesson, and I teach that lesson as well to kids. When you force them to go over the screen, because if they go over the screen, you're going to beat them. There is no way to defend a pick and roll if they go over the screen. So if they go under, and you're not really comfortable shooting that shot, push the screen lower. You can absolutely take your time, especially with you guys who don't have shot clocks. Yeah, you can take a long time. Or a 35-second shot clock, you can take a long time. You got it? They'll be out of bounds. I should have just kept going to like the concession stand. Go lower. Go lower. Dunk. What the heck? Yeah, so it was a very strange game. But anyways, back to LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. They did lose, but it was pretty exciting. And the funny part is Buddy Hield, who's a great shooter, he was shooting very poorly, 2 for 12 at one point. And then LeBron James went 2 for 12 from 3 as well. But the whole time I'm thinking, Buddy should keep shooting, and LeBron should stop shooting. All right, and that's just because LeBron is like a self-made shooter, and Buddy Hield's a real shooter. Only thing is, Buddy Hield was a self-made shooter as well. He was not a good shooter his first year or two in college, and he just worked his butt off one summer and became a great shooter. So that's like the cool part. So anyone can become a great shooter, even like LeBron James. Like, he's too bulky to be a great shooter, but his three-point percentage is still high. Both those guys never stopped shooting, and they ended up making pretty clutch shots. LeBron had a few turnovers that were very costly, including missed a few jumpers to win the game. And then Buddy Hield hit a shot on him to tie the game and went overtime. So it's like he had a chance to D up. And overall, the game was one of the thrilling games of the year. The Kings ended up winning. And they have a new coach. They were missing a player. The Lakers basically have their entire roster now besides Kendrick Nunn and other dude, Trevor Ariza. But the cool part about the game to me was it highlighted, like lately, how bad Anthony Davis has been doing. All right, and he's been dominant on the inside like he always is, but he doesn't go to the inside. He only shoots outside shots, and this year he's been a horrendous outside shooter. Right, he's been shooting 16% from 3, and like, I don't know, like 30% from mid range. So he shouldn't be shooting those shots. Yet he's really I think he's just afraid to go inside. He's very, very fragile, right? He's afraid to get hurt. But then there was a cool thing after this game. You know, LeBron did all he could. He was carrying them at some points. He's come back. His stats are amazing this year. All right, and all this stuff. And this is what LeBron had to say. Through all of Anthony Davis's shortcomings, LeBron said, "I've got to do better for this team." All right, and I like that. That's how you should be. I hope and pray that you guys do really well, but I really hope that you never put yourself in a position that Anthony Davis is in. All right, Anthony Davis, right here, it says it: 16% on threes, 38% mid range, 33% on jump shots. All right. Worst by any like good player. And that's not the position that I'm talking about. You know, you might do bad. It happens, right? I don't want you to be put in the position where you do bad and then someone else takes the blame. All right? Because that someone else is a leader. All right? That someone else is your leader. I want you guys to be leaders. Don't wait. Don't wait for someone else to take the blame. And yeah, AD should have stepped up. But at the same time, try your best. I hope and pray that you are this person to take the blame immediately. I don't care if someone kicks the ball out of bounds 12 straight times to lose the game. You got to be like, I got to put us up by 25 so that those 12 straight turnovers don't lose the game for us. I'm sorry, team. Let's have a team meeting. That's my bad. It's my bad, everybody. My bad. All right? And I mean, that's a leader. And if you're that leader, no matter what happens, like we say, how many championships has LeBron James won? 4 or like 5 or whatever it was. 4, I think, right? All right. No, his teams have won those, right? But we don't say that. We say LeBron has won them. All right? And that's what happens when you take the blame. You also get the credit. All right. So if you want to be a leader, step up. Don't be pointing fingers at anyone else. All right. Yes, AD's not pointing fingers at anyone else. That's nice. But he's also doing bad. But he's not. I don't hear him taking the blame. I don't. I hear LeBron James saying, it's my fault. I must do better. You need to be like that immediately. Immediately. And then you won't ever have to brag about yourself. Everyone will say, we know. We know it's your game. We know why your team won. All right? No, I got it backwards. 30% of mid-range. Yep. No, so I would do this, actually. Not really take the blame, but I took the entire brunt for my teams growing up, especially when we were, like, out of state playing in front of, like, college coaches. And I don't know. I just figured that the whole team was me. And if they did bad, it didn't matter. I was clapping. Like, no one frustrated me. I knew that, like, my passes to them, even if they dropped them, those are just assists. Like, when the coach from Kansas is watching me, and I'm this dominant player on a team full of guys who aren't going to college. They ended up going to college, though. Who weren't supposed to go to college. Everyone's looking at just me. And I drive and I do a sweet dime to someone and it bounces off their head. I know that coach is thinking, wait until he throws that pass for my team. I got better players. My players will catch it. And I knew that. And I knew that when I threw it to them for dimes for three-pointers and they missed it. It didn't matter. Because the college players are going to make those shots. So I just did my job. So when you guys are frustrated, you're thinking small. All right? And you're thinking like, oh, it's just right now. No, you're amazing. You did the right play. That's what you're supposed to do. All right? So, again, take as much blame as you possibly can, and then you get the credit. All right? That's all I had to say for that one. Quote of the day is change. Change. All right. Let me see. Change. It sounds like it's a directive, but it could just be like a noun. In terms of like change happens. All right. Expect change to happen. The only thing consistent in time is change. All right. But also you do have to change and adapt. Right. You're going to change. All right, especially you like 12, 13, 14-year-olds. Y'all going to change in major ways with your whole like little puberty thing, right? So expect it and understand that change is going to come. All right, things won't always be as they are right now, whether you are on the bench or whether you're a starter. Those roles will one day flip. How are you going to react? All right, and don't be afraid of change. Embrace change and embrace change as a new challenge. Like, yo, dude, like, I've already conquered that. Now I'm going to conquer this. Or I failed at that. You know what? It's going to change. I get a new chance. All right. Change comes every single day. So expect it. Understand it. Be ready for it. All right. Change. Let's start with where do I want to go next? You know what? I think only Fence here. So I'm going to wait to the end to do the trivia just so you have like a 5-minute countdown. And if you can get it by the end of the show, then you get it. And I'll make sure that it's something hard so then you can earn your victory. All right? Does that sound fair enough? Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, this is actually a hard question. So, yes, I will give you 5 minutes at the end. Let me see. Alexa, remind me trivia time at 5:25 p.m.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll remind you
All
at
right.
5:25.
So when she talks, I talk. That's fair. Unlike Connor, I don't want charity points. That's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta just take the blame. You're right. It's all Connor's fault. Dang, dude. I gave you a chance right there. Anyways, all right, moving on. We got our elementary school stuff real quick. All right. Form shots, over backboard shots, between the leg series, legend series, scissor shots, 3-point contest. All right. We actually did over the backboard shots on Friday for a workout. When you guys do these, it gives you an abstract look at shooting a shot. I remember Tyler Hero shot an awesome shot over Anthony Davis's hands one time. And it was like at the peak of Anthony's hands. It was like crazy. And I'm sure that you remember the shot, but it was so sick. I'm going to re-show it to you right now. And if you can shoot a shot like this, basically it's like, it's the abstract thinking that you need to do. Look at that. You tell me he doesn't work on over the backboard shots? That's an over the backboard shot if I've ever seen one, dude. Wait. Slow it down for us. Give me that. He doesn't even see the basket. He knows where it is. He has to float it over his fingertips. That's money. That's as high as the backboard. That's just the same as an over the backboard shot. All right. So you're not just practicing just to be practicing, but it actually helps with your floater game. All right. It helps with just like your mentality when it comes to shooting, giving stuff a chance versus like, trying to like measure things. All right. So over the backboard shots, it's not just a trick shot practice. All right. Form shooting, you should do form shots before you step into any gym. Not before, but right when you get into any gym, you start by shooting form shots, even if you can just get a couple up so that you can slowly back up, okay? If the best shooters in the world like Klay Thompson and Steph Curry do it, you might as well do it, guys. All right, form shots every single day. Use your legs. Finish on your tippy toes. Finish high. Don't just flick them up. All right, shoot them as a real shot, even though you're close. All right, and the harder that it is for you to shoot, that's because you're not shooting them like really well. All right, if you're like, I can't throw it soft enough, all right, dude, then shoot it better. Stop throwing the ball. Shoot it. Next one is between the legs series. All right, that's dribbling, stutter step, and then you go between your legs for a layup, between your legs behind your back for a jump shot, between your legs behind your back for a hesitation cross, and then hesitation cross for a layup. And I believe that we definitely have some footage for this one. All right. And I think it's me doing it too. Definitely. No, it's not me doing it. It's Dylan DeVinny doing it. Stutter step, boom. Right there, 1, 2. Finish on the opposite side for a layup. Brick. Next one, between the legs, behind the back. Step back shot. Does he make it? Brick. 0 for 2, Dylan. Let's go. All right, between the leg, behind the back. Hesitate, cross. Make sure that your eyes are up in your hand. 1, 2. Cross. Can you hit it? Brick again. Oh, man, Dylan. Come on, dude. It's all right. I wonder how he's doing this year. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. I'll hit him up. Then we have the Legend Series, which is something else that we did last Friday. I'm starting to think that we did the wrong workout. But, so Legend Series, we had the Manu Ginobili, Rondo, and Olajuwon. All right. For these, that's over the shot clock. So for the Legend Series, again, it's three different moves. Akeem Olajuwon is the last one. The one before that is Rondo, but the first one is Manu Ginobili. And to see that one, it's right here. Make sure you guys practice this. And again, you want to score because you're going to use the basket as an ally. Use the basket as a friend. The basket will protect you from people trying to block your shot. All right, so watching Will do it right here. Or is it me? Who's going to do it? Who's in charge? Hurry up. Oh, is it me doing it? I was a brave soul back then. I don't do anything like that. Same foot, 1, 2, score like that. All right, because if you watch this right here, if someone tries to block it from her right-hand side, they can't get to it because of the net and the rim. It does help if you can jump high and touch the ball on the backboard, but you guys can just start like this. My body's isn't overturned. They also can't block me from the left side because my body's in the way. If they try to reach over my body from this side, it's a foul. This side, they hit the rim. So it's a perfect little hiding spot right there, and that's what Manu Ginobili used to do. All right, next one is Rajon Rondo. Let's check it out. All right, this one is actually, you put 2 hands on the ball. You do take your 2 steps. And then you make sure that you fake the ball with your foot going out. So my right foot here will go out with the ball, hopefully. Boom. And when that foot and the and the ball landed the same exact time with my eyes up, it makes it look like a layup. So the guy might jump. Rajon Rondo does this all the time. I'm going to quickly turn. The first thing that should face the basket is my head. My head should be on a swivel and turn immediately. Oh, I brought the ball low. All right, the ball should remain high. So I'm basically should be swinging this elbow. All right. As I land, I did have the ball high right there, but as I land, maybe a wider stance. All right. I do keep my shoulder in between the ball and the defender. All right, so I don't overturn. So I'm shooting over both shoulders, basically. I made it too. All right, but I definitely lowered the ball. Let's watch the last one. This is the Akeem Olajuwon. And this is basically just both fakes. What's up, Sean Amin? All right, again, the 1-2 step in the fake. I fake with the ball out. I turn, show like that. So I'm doing the first two moves. Then I'm going to rip through. This ball and this hand are going to rip through to right there. So I'm swinging an elbow and a knee toward the defense as fast as I can. All right, and then I'm going to shoot the ball left hand while keeping my right hand up. All right, so that's all three of them. All right, and that's the Legend Series right there. John said he would wait until the last few minutes to do trivia. Oh, yeah. I got you, Sean. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, that's the Rondo right there. I'm sorry, that's the Manu Ginobili layup. And then we have the Rajon Rondo. Fake, come back and shot. Fake, come back and shot. Fake, come back and shot. And then the last one we have is, we have Finley doing it. Lowered the ball, Finn. Last one we have is the Akeem Olajuwon fake, show, rip through, and then shot. These guys were good, man. I think these kids came all the time, though. We had so much time. Fake, come back and shot. All right. And that's why they got better. All right, so we'll see if we can emulate what these kids all did in Moraga, man. These kids worked their butts off over there. All right, hopefully we can. It might take some time, but it's whatever. All right. Oh yeah, you were talking crap about Marvin Bagley over here, and he did well. What's up, Sean? Marvin Bagley from SAC hit you in the face last night. All right. Last one, two are scissor shots going between our legs for a shot, then 3-point contest. All right, checking out the homework. What do we have for the homework? Tap series, Connor Rush. Get the game shots as well. Nice job, Connor Rush. All right, where are the rest of you guys for your homework? All I can do is beg. All you guys can say is no, I don't want to do it. Again, we have a new rule in which I will try, maybe the new year, I will try not to push anybody who doesn't post homework. All right, I will not push anyone who doesn't post homework. All right, and if you post homework, I will push you, even if you don't want me to. If you start posting homework every single day, I will push you beyond measure. Those would be the two groups of people right there. All right, the people who want it and the people who don't. So you can show me that you want it by, posting homework. So that will start in the new year. The picture of the day, we already talked about it, but it's LeBron James saying it is his fault, even though it is Anthony Davis's fault. You want to be like that. All right, take all the blame in the world so you can get all the credit afterwards. All right, moving on, we got our middle school stuff. We got weekend form shots. This is all for shooting that we're not going to have tomorrow, but I'm still gonna talk about so you can do it in your own time. Weekend form shots, pro hop, pick and roll, pass to pop. Not pop as in like a human being, but like pop as in like a person. Pass to pop. After we do the pick and roll and they lightly show, it's a weak show with help. So on a weak show, we normally do a pick and roll to the basket. But if the basket is taken by help side, now the person that screens will be popping out to the side. All right. Then we have step back shots, pump fake to dribble bank shots. A Disney and LeBum lose. You're such a troll, Sean. I mean, such a troll. All right. Then we have let's go with the story of the day.
Playing time should be earned and not given. For when it's earned, the player knows they've achieved something. When it's given for no reason, the player has no reason to improve, and the other might feel as though their efforts are ignored. There is no greater feeling than working so hard to receive something you know for a fact that you deserve.
Alright, there is no greater feeling than working so hard to achieve something that you know that you deserved. Alright, think about that. Man, y'all commenting fast. Wow. No, but there is no greater feeling, alright, than knowing you earned the playing time. That's why coaches shouldn't just give it to you. Alright, that's why basically why communism doesn't work. Alright, when you earn the money, you're gonna hang on to it, which is why we make you guys earn every single thing in this program. Alright, but you know why it's gonna be kind of hard until we get enough players to sit you. Alright, so yes, make sure that if you get handed something, man, it's not going to be worth it. All right. So just understand that for playing time reasons, we need to have a point where we don't give you playing time. And yes, you're right. But in order for me to get better, I have to have playing time. Well, your playing time like that is an open gym. Is that not good enough? No, there's no scoreboard in open gym. My parents aren't there. There's no pressure. You add the pressure. Open gym is the same thing as games. Same thing as a championship game. If you can see it that way. All right? So show up there. Or the last 10 minutes of every single practice, we have scrimmages. It's the same thing as a game. All right? But we do have to make some money. And not everyone's hardcore like that. So we do have for the local teams automatic playing time. So we have two different programs, Stars and 50 All-Stars, but not until we get enough players. So heads up for that. All right. Last thing before we get to our high school stuff. That's why I don't want free trivia points. There you go. All right, we got film, shot breakdown, swoop layup, rocker step, floaters, and pump fake to dribble J. All right, and then to finish up, we do have our trivia here. Good luck with the trivia. It is hella hard. All right, this one is so hard, I don't even know what you're going to do. Even with Google, it's going to be hard. But good luck. I'll give you guys 4 minutes to answer it. Maybe I'll talk about something else in the meantime, but here's the question. All right, which NBA player led his team in all 5 major statistical categories in 2016-2017 season? You only have one guess. Only one guess per person. Which NBA player led his team in all 5 major statistical categories in 2016, 2017? If you want to know which 5 they are, what is it? Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Yep, and this guy was only the 5th player in NBA history to do so, following Dave Cowens in 1977, Scottie Pippen, 1994, Kevin Garnett, 2002, and LeBron James, 2008. All right. Is LeBron James your guess? I didn't look it up, so if it's wrong, I don't care. That's a nice guess. But LeBron James did it in 2008. All right. That's definitely your guess, Sean. Because if right now you were like Kawhi Leonard, I would be like, no, you obviously guessed Akumpo. All right. Which means Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? I understand. We wouldn't have given it to you otherwise. Therefore, that is the answer. That is the answer. All right. Did you look it up? Because that's a pretty good answer. All right. It is Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak, led the Bucks in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks at the age of 22. Jeez Louise. Antetokounmpo. Man, Antetokounmpo's bringing it. Bro, it was so easy to look it up. Was it easy to look up? I don't know. I just figured that it would be hard because I've never heard of that question before. Who the heck uses Google for trivia? Bum. Shauna means a bum, but he is a bum with 5 points. Way to keep it close. We got 3 more days at the end of the month, and the winner at the end of this month wins the entire thing and wins a coin. So Finn has not won one for a few months now, so here's his chance. I know I knew this because I had this in my head from yesterday. I'm sure you did, man. All right. Anyways, don't forget, guys, the quote of the day is change. All right. Change how you have to change to reach your goals. All right. And also understand that change will occur within you and also without you, okay? The change is going to happen. So whether you're down and out, it's going to get better. or whether you're having the time of your life, it's going to get worse. Understand, change happens. All right, the only thing that remains consistent is change. So make sure that you are changing to adjust as well. All right, change, and always change for the better. All right, you guys, that's my time, and I think I'm just out. Holding it down for Connor. You saved Connor, man. You saved him. Anyways, I'm out, you guys. Have a great day. Keep working out there, all right? Peace. Show up as often as you're able so that your teammates know they can depend on at least you. People are more apt to show up to practices and games if they know others will show. So don't sabotage yourself by creating an environment in which that trust is low. Driving to forfeited games is the surest way to discourage parents to quit their efforts. You can be content with what you have, but you can also choose not to be. You can be dismayed by temporary failures, or you can choose to keep striving onward. It's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything